struggle. There we go. Yeah, alright. There we are. Okay. So this looks pretty perfect right now. No. This is, I always tell people, like, you know, sometimes the hardest part of the session is angling the camera. Right. It's such a new pivotal experience. It's so exhilarating. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, it's exactly what you said, you know, kind of giving this, you know, just untangible, formless substance some structure, applying some of that bit of masculinity in there. So, alright, we're going to go ahead and get started in about 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and mute the mic and kind of just give a little description of what we're going to work with to the viewers. So, go ahead, you know, find your sacred space and, you know, begin to relax and let go. And we'll get started in about 2 minutes. I'll come back over when we're getting started. So, what we're going to kind of be working with today, at least the focus is anyway, you know, this can always change as this is such a, you know, just fluid, formless field that's not really, you know, limited to conceptualization. But our intent today is kind of to work with the myofascial tissue, or excuse me, the fascial tissues, all the reconnective tissue. She suffered from a spine injury a couple years ago, you know, that essentially activated her Kundalini awakening. So that's going to kind of be something that we touch on today, is just working with the spine and reconnective tissues, and also, you know, she's very, very connected, so we're going to be working with chelons, or, you know, the patterns of activation for DNA assimilation and refusion. What else? You know, the way that I work also is, because there's a couple of things, because, for example, movement can occur without me even doing anything, especially with an extremely advanced individual like this. You know, it just me simply holding the space for her, you know, can kind of just allow her system to naturally do what it does, as that's all we do anyway, you know. So I sense energy through not reception, but transmission. You know, granted, I do embody my patient and I will feel things in my body that they feel, but it's not something that I do on purpose. The way that I primarily kind of sense energy is through sending energy, you know, and kind of just observing how the body reacts upon that high frequency infusion. So, you know, I have generally 2 types of sessions, and one of them is where it's, you know, it starts off still and we have to go in and kind of, you know, find out what is obstructing, you know, any of these primary transduction sequence of how the energy is coming all the way into the physical body, and literally reconnect them, replug them in like you would a game console to a TV, you know. And then the other one is where I have patients or receivers that, you know, react without me, like, I have to stop them from reacting. And to me, what that's kind of saying is there's some type of misfiring or some type of you know, circuitry that is just not functioning properly. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of things, and we're gonna go ahead and get started here in about 30 seconds. All right, Miriam, 30 seconds. We're gonna go ahead and get started. All right. I figured. She said she's already starting to have some interactivity go on, like I was explaining earlier. All right, so let me get recentered. Go ahead and put a song on. You guys also can't see me. Whoops. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off in the heart, and once again, sometimes it takes a little bit to kind of build up this activity in an individual. It's not automatically someone just begins convulsing, although that is the case a lot of the time. Beautiful. That to me already is telling me that we're getting reaction in the heart. So what I do is I do surgery. I literally insert my hands into the body and transmit the frequency that way. That's what I call going manual. And I generally use that when I begin sessions to kind of utilize it as a sensitivity gauge to kind of just check up on how things are operating. So let's go ahead and utilize a lightning electrical technique in the heart space. So let's begin to visualize. Beautiful, perfect response simultaneously. So let's go ahead and really begin to visualize this electrical current just traveling through the heart center. Beautiful. She's probably going to start receiving codes here very shortly. That hand position is generally a code signal. Alright, so let's go ahead and isolate the spine. Beautiful. Beautiful. So perfect. Perfect. That little undulation in the lower part, that's probably where the primary distortion is. Think of once again, the way that I work is where I send the energy. I'm sending a harmonically tuned frequency that basically hits a disharmonic wave, and that reaction is essentially the feedback of the distortion kind of identifying itself. Alright, so let's go to the tailbone. Let's utilize a laser, very, very fine laser. Fire it. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love my job, guys. To call it a job is essentially disrespectful. It's just fun. I feel like a kid in the sandbox. Beautiful. So this is, I'm still at the tailbone, just firing this very, very fine laser. Let's go ahead and transmit 12th dimensional frequency or Christ code. Beautiful. What this does is it reformats it to its original divine blueprint. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and insert astral spheres into each primary chakra and begin to increase the particle pulsation rhythm of each center. So what I see now is this, this wave that was once going like this, that begins to increase just. There, she's getting codes. All right, let's go ahead and try to really establish a firm connection between this transmission that she's receiving. Beautiful. She's one of the most amazing light coders I've ever met. Truly miraculous, really. So once again, we have astral spheres in each primary chakra that are basically just increasing their frequency, at a gradual pace. Beautiful. And I'm also simultaneously still sending that laser into the tailbone. Alright, let's target the fascial tissue in the lower spine. Right now I'm just watching this beautiful electrical current just kind of conducting and traveling through the lower spine and in the back. Let's begin to optimize the angular rotational spin of the Merkaba fields. Beautiful. This is extremely profound. I have wow, I'm so sorry guys, I'm so excited. So beautiful that she responded like that to that command, because I have this footage of a session that we did months ago, and I utilized that command twice, within a fair amount of intervals in between each command, and she did this exact same thing. She even let out a significant roar. Very powerful individual. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hold on 1 second, guys. And it's like, even when I'm doing anything, it doesn't even matter. I'm still, she just did it again, the same type of react. I'm still optimizing. Sorry guys, I just got a phone call right there. Let's see here. Beautiful. I'm like trying to change my song here, and I'm just so giddy with excitement because of how perfect this is. I'll respond to the comments as soon as I can. But no, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure, to me, the way that I see it is this, this Merkabic geometry that kind of is rotating. It's, as I'm doing this, I'm rotating hers. It's just so beautiful. But it's just this, it's just perfecting this. You have several. Ultimately, you have 15 Merkabic fields, each pertaining to the chakras. That's your vehicle to kind of. Oh man, I almost want to take my headphones out. But it's your vehicle to access your specific, past lives, your timelines, your, those stargates that give you access to that information of that life. That's what I got for you. Oh, I love my job. I love you too so much, Noah, bro. You don't even know, man. I'm so thankful for you. So thankful. Shout out to Noah. Triple OG in the game. Beautiful codes. That's exactly what Miriam and I were actually talking before we began, was, just creating this structure for what is entirely intangible. And I thank you so much for acknowledging that. I think it's a huge kind of just purpose for why I am here, is to bring some sense of tangibility, bring back, reunite, reintegrate, resynthesize, the science and the spirituality as they once were thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, before this intentional schism was created. Harmonics is just life. Alright, so let's go ahead and send a bunch of astral spheres over all of the primary chakras and begin to fire very fine lasers into the center of each toroidal field, or the 0 point or chakra seed of each chakra. This is much more effective. I'm gonna go ahead and take my my headphones out, because she's making some very interesting kind of noises here. And this was directly right after. Whoops. This was directly after utilizing these sphere technologies. I see my Metallica, don't judge me. Okay, go ahead and turn this up. Right now I'm going to basically focalize this geometric shape into the heart space. Perfect! You're so perfect, Miriam. You are a gem. I love you so much. We're synced right into the heart space, right with me. Beautiful. I love you guys. Beautiful. Beautiful. Open them black holes, then those white holes. So much power contained within this individual. It's not even human. It's just not. You see, beautiful. God, I love my job. It's all so simultaneous. It's almost unbelievable. So what I was doing there is I'm like, I don't even have to think anymore. But I took this hand and I have it right underneath the tailbone, and I have this hand that's right basically on the bone of where the neck connects to the spine. So I'm going to go ahead and fire a very fine laser. Beautiful. I love you, Miriam. And why do you see, this is why you never worry. Because it's always so perfect. It's hard to relax. I get so excited. I wouldn't be surprised if these are codes that everybody can receive from her right now. So for those kind of just tuning in right now, we've already done a plethora of things, really, and it's kind of all pertaining around DNA activation and restimulation, refusion. So with that being said, let's go ahead and target the 12 DNA strand template and begin to transmit repair codes, reharmonization codes, and reformat codes. And beautiful. Let's really kind of clean up any of the, just the disharmonic anti-matter, or the particles that she's obtained from her past lives. So now I'm just going to begin to visualize electricity just going all throughout the entire body that is specifically targeted to conduct any disharmonic anti-particle. So let's really see them become incinerated, and see the photonic impulses, implosions of pure light occurring within all of the matrices, both biological and energetic. So apparently this is a success. So definitely expect a plethora of these. Expect webinars. Expect classes. This is where we revolutionize the teaching. This is how we spread it. The internet is such an amazing, beautiful creation. It is the expression of the collective consciousness, the collective mind, the universal mind. It's so amazing, really. Once again, everything is what you make it. It could be an immense distraction, or it can be an immense expansion. Let's go ahead and target any of the Jehovian seals. Let's see if there's any leftover layers of those energetic inductors located along the 7th accitonal line on the left side of the body. Beautiful reaction. Beautiful. Go ahead and let's begin to really override those energetic mutations. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes! You're so perfect, Miriam. So let's really begin to, there's one on the top of the head, one on the third eye. Then there's also one on the side of the left side of the head. Then there's 4 that go down the neck. And those are the ones I'm working with right now. Really visualizing right now these lasers with surgical precision infusing into those energetic inductors or limiters. Beautiful. She's already receiving a massive amount of light codes. Let's go ahead and really optimize that transmission. So now let's go ahead, while we're simultaneously doing this, target the Jehovian seals that are in the stomach, that are in the left hip, and that are in the left knee. Beautiful. That to me is a reset. That is what that's known as. That's the system resetting itself. Thank you all so much for viewing. So grateful for each and every one of you. So let's go to the... Oh, too much energy. Let's see if I can go ahead and get this call back, guys. That was weird. You are good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mute this again. You're doing excellent. Alright, let us resume. So, I wanted to kind of target the Earth Star, which is below the feet. Very, very, very important energetic vortex that is completely and entirely overlooked by 70% of all modalities out there. Beautiful. Think of a river or a body of water, which is essentially what we are, and when you resonate with low electrotonal waves or disharmonic frequencies, wavelengths, that we disassociate from to kind of protect our, fragile state of childhood, these things fall to the bottom like sediment does at the bottom of a riverbed. So, it's really important that you kind of go and you deal with these disassociated emotions that are kind of located at the feet primarily, and kick up that sediment and reintroduce it back into the body to be, properly transmuted, because the only way that you can transmute an emotion is by re-experiencing it, whether that's on a subconscious or conscious level. So let's go ahead and run her disassociated transmutation sequence, which is basically where I, once again, kick up that sediment from the feet and create a circuit or channel into the first chakra and kind of integrate those emotions back into the body to be properly, experienced and accepted. and, embraced and expressed and understood. She's like already running the sequence for me. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and consciously infuse my hand into the second chakra, seed. So in the center of the toroidal field of the chakras. Beautiful. So I'm watching this center open up like a beautiful lotus. Beautiful. Beautiful. So all of those particles are swirling around. It's beautiful. Just swirling around with this cosmic dance that it's always done in the sacral, so that these emotions can be re-experienced, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. And she's on the spot that we're working with. This is truly miraculous. And she's speaking another language right now. Beautiful. Let's optimize this transmission. Optimize all spiritual communications. She's doing exactly what a colleague of mine did when I basically tapped into her primary stream of consciousness. So this is very powerful. Yeah, and we're already going on 27 minutes. That was fast. You see what happens when you love your job? It completely and entirely transcends time. In the good way. Alright, so she's having some major activations going on right now. Let's go ahead and send astral spheres over all of these stargates and begin to really transmute any distortion around those stargates. Beautiful. Operate that. Beautiful. Hopefully the government doesn't come after me after this one, guys. Just kidding. Let's go ahead and upgrade all the neurons and just all of the just neurological systems so that she can be perceiving these frequencies as much as possible in her human form. What I'm also going to do is send cording, these roots down the arms, and begin to undulate this energy into the arms. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to really anchor her heart current, which is going to contain her 12th dimensional identity, the first dimensionalized expression of the primal light fields. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow! That is Kundalini activation right there, my friends. The fourth primary triadic current, the most important one out of all of them. You know, it's primarily kind of talked about when just dealing with Kundalini activation is going to be the telluric the telluric current. Yes, so much joy. Wow, this sounds exactly like my colleague. Let's target the 9th Stargate and see if that has anything to do with this identity. Clear any miasmic buildup around the 9th Stargate. Real quick, I'm going to pull up some anatomy. we're going to be working with this Stargate right here, which is going to be contained in this shield, which I already knew. I didn't know why I needed to look that up. So really open that horizontal disc above the head. She laughs as she further integrates her morphogenetic fields from this life. I love you, Miriam. My God. Wow, I can't believe we hit a solid 30 minutes so quickly. Beautiful. Let all of those Kundalini circuitries uncoil. Let's target all of the 4 primary circuitries, which are going to be located in the tailbone, in the 8 original fetal cells. So let's go ahead and transmit activation codes, as well as transmutation codes to any disharmonic resonance within that aspect of the biology. Alright guys, I'm on 10% also, so we will be wrapping this up fairly soon. What I'm doing now is I was right where her hands are. I'm targeting the heart, and I'm targeting this frequency fence. That was another energetic, mutation that we inherit being born of the Earth Matrix. So let's go ahead and collapse that grid. Let's go ahead and utilize a black flame technique and really begin to incinerate that grid and that courage. Beautiful. Absolutely perfect. So now I'm going to place her in this plasmidic chamber that looks similar to an MRI device that basically, I just watch it, I just see it, I don't even have to move, I just see it with my mind, and it's this cylindrical type of thing that encompasses her and fires all of these plasmidic electromagnetic looking frequencies. It looks similar to the plasma light that it is, most of the dispensers where you put your hand on it and it can conduct your hand. Similar color, this purple kind of color. So let's enter codes. Enter codes for reharmonization. Enter. Oh my God, it's so perfect. It's not even real anymore, guys. It's just, I'm so glad I could share this with you. One of my kind of just normal daily experiences in life. This is every day for me, guys. Every day. It's not a hobby. This is a way of being, and it's going to be one of the only ways that you can continue to be on this planet, unless you want to continue to face resistance and ultimately disease. Right now, I'm just, while simultaneously utilizing this plasmidic device, I'm circuiting my own electrical current into the body. It's going to target all of the new pathways that we kind of just established. Going home. Oh, man.